Hi, Dr. Ben Coupe here from Martin & Coupe Chiropractic. Do you notice that your body starts to feel stiff as time goes on? Perhaps you wake up in the morning feeling a stiffness and rigidity through your spine. Well, what I'm going to go through today is an exercise that I think is great for bringing mobility back into the spine and trying to get your body feeling and moving like it should. Stick around. So the exercise I'm going to show you is what we call spinal waves. Now there's a range of different spinal waves that you can find throughout YouTube, but some of them I think have the potential to become a little bit problematic on people's bodies by creating some skeletal misalignment. However, this version I feel is really good at being able to introduce a bit of mobility throughout the spine without creating too many imbalances from a skeletal perspective. So let me show you how it goes. So what I'm going to do is come over next to this pole. Really, you can just come up next to a wall is what you want to be able to do. And you want to find yourself down into like a semi-squat position. Just based on the camera here, I can't quite come down as low as I'd need to, but you want to be in, like, say, a quarter squat with your pelvis and your spine right up against the wall. Now from this position here, what you're going to do is start to introduce segmental motion throughout the spine. So we're going to start by holding this position, and I'm going to peel my coccyx away from the wall. So just like this, I'm going to pull my coccyx away, and that's going to pull us into what we call a posterior pelvic tilt. Now from there, I'm just going to peel vertebra by vertebra away from the wall, keeping the upper part of my body on, and little bit by little bit, the spine is going to bend up. Eventually, I'm going to get to this point where I start to kind of really push my chest out, and then eventually my head out like that. From here, then I'm going to tuck back in through this point, tucking my spine back in, and then vertebra by vertebra, reapplying, kind of sticking my spine back onto the wall until eventually I move back into an anterior pelvic tilt. And then we repeat that movement. So let me just show you it in motion. So basically rolling out like this. Like that. Now, what you should notice is that starts to feel like you're really kind of limbering up through the spine. And this is just a really good way to start to introduce movement. So you're kind of activating all the unique little individual muscles that operate throughout the spine, just so you can get them kind of switching on and performing like they're supposed to. It's a really excellent way to kind of soften up the body a little bit in the morning. I'd really recommend it as a thing to do first thing in the morning, and it kind of gets things moving and shaking. It's like oiling the car a little bit, just so you can kind of really get the day started as well as you can. It's a great way to supplement for people who are actually already under care in our office as well. But if you've never been to us, you've never even been to a chiropractor, you might find this is a really effective way to bring about a little bit of motion into the spine. If you have any questions or you are unsure about how to go about doing this, then please contact us. And I guess the proviso, the little caveat at the end of this is that if you ever try any of these things and you feel like it's aggravating you or creating pain, then obviously you should stop. You should not continue that movement at all, and perhaps consult either ourselves or any other health professional and just ask a little bit about what's going on. I hope this has been helpful. I've been Dr. Ben Coupe at Martin & Coupe Chiropractic. Thanks for listening.